Welcome to the online orientation for OUE 2001, Academic Planning and Exploration. This orientation is designed to give you a brief overview of the course so you understand the overall course goals, structure, and expectations. My name is Kate and I work in the Center for Academic Planning and Exploration. I will be your guide through this orientation. Before we get started, be sure to have a copy of the course syllabus in front of you so that you can refer to it as we discuss the course. You can print one out on the Canvas course site if you don't have one yet. There will also be a brief syllabus and orientation quiz that you will need to take after completing this orientation. The quiz can also be found on the Canvas course site. This course is offered through the Center for Academic Planning and Exploration, or CAPE for short. The purpose of CAPE is to help students at the U find their academic major. We do this by offering one-to-one coaching, workshops, and courses such as this class. Through a blending of academic advising and career counseling, CAPE helps students approach the major exploration process from a holistic perspective. We'll talk more about this later in the orientation. CAPE is located on the 5th floor of Brunix Hall on the East Bank campus. If you ever need to meet with your instructor, their office can be found there at CAPE. The instructors for this course are coaches in CAPE. CAPE coaches have backgrounds in academic advising or career counseling and bring this expertise to their work. You can find the name of your instructor in the class search as well as on the Canvas course site. And just to make sure you know what you're getting into, OUE 2001 is a 7-week, 1-credit course. It is mostly offered online, but it does require 2 in-person class meetings. Attendance at the class meetings is mandatory, as we will be covering course topics critical to your success in finding your major, as well as completing the course. Remember, this course is specifically for students who are undecided and wanting to explore majors or create a plan B for a competitive or high-demand major. If this does not describe you, we encourage you to reach out to your instructor to discuss if this course is right for you. As mentioned, 2 in-person class meetings are required, one in the second week and one at the end of the course. Check the syllabus for your section to see the exact dates and times. The purpose of these meetings is to have a chance to get to know your classmates and learn from one another through this process of exploration. You will also be reviewing the results from your self-assessments during the first class, which will be critical to completing future assignments. It is very important that you attend both in-person class meetings. Aside from the value of the learning that will be taking place, there are points associated with both classes that cannot be made up. Please plan accordingly. If you already know that you will not be able to attend one or both of the in-person meetings, you should consider dropping this course. All of this class and the work of CAPE is based on this action plan model, which incorporates 6 themes that we feel are critical components of exploration and choosing a major that will be the right fit for you. Each week in this course addresses different aspects of the action plan wheel. We hope that you learn some essential tools that all students should be familiar with, but also have a way to customize this course to your own needs. Now we will highlight a few parts of the syllabus, but also be sure to read it through in its entirety on your own. The course outline and schedule can be found on pages 3 and 4. As you can see, each week is based on themes from the action plan wheel. We will start out in self-awareness for a few weeks, and then move on to majors, careers, etc. Each week you will see that there are various assignments to complete. Some are mandatory for everyone, and some you can choose for yourself. Choose assignments that meet your specific needs or interests so that the course is more meaningful to you. All assignments are due by 11:59 p.m. on the date indicated on the syllabus and the Canvas course site. For each day that an assignment is turned in late, there will be a deduction of 10% of the points, up to 50%. This is regardless of the reasons for being late. No incompletes will be given for this course. It is our expectation that all assignments will be completed by the end of the 7th week of class. We will be using a book titled You Majored in What? Designing Your Path from College to Career by Catherine Brooks to help frame the topics in this course. Most of the weeks will have required readings, and some of the assignments are based on exercises directly from the book. The author does a great job of addressing many of the common concerns associated with deciding on a major or career path, and we think you will enjoy it. At times she approaches things from more of a career lens, but don't let this worry you if you are more concerned about your major at this point. Most of the tips and resources she highlights are applicable to both major and career exploration. Please note there are 2 editions of this book out there. The edition we will be using has this blue cover and was published in 2017. The older edition has a red cover and is different enough from the new one that you will not have the correct page numbers or chapters to follow along with the assigned reading. The U of M bookstore does have the correct edition in stock, but if you purchase it from another source, please make sure you have the blue cover. As this is a hybrid online and in-person course, we will be using a Canvas course site for much of the course content. You can access this course through canvas.umn.edu or through the OUE portal. I want to highlight some of the important features of the Canvas site, which will help you navigate the course. When you log into the course through Canvas, the first page you will see is the home page, which lists the weekly topics as well as a link to the syllabus and instructor information. The image on the screen is the modules view, where you can view the to-do list, readings, and assignment descriptions by week. Each week runs Monday through Sunday, so be sure to turn in all assignments for that week by Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. Most discussions will require you to submit a discussion post earlier in the week, so be sure to check the deadlines closely. Start each week by reading the weekly to-do list and previewing the readings and assignments for the week. It is through Canvas that you will turn in your assignments, watch for course announcements, etc. Be sure to check in to the site on a regular basis. A good practice is to log into Canvas every Monday to make sure you know what assignments will be due for the week so that you can effectively plan out your time for the course. We are almost done, but first there are some final steps you need to take to successfully begin this class. First, log into the Canvas course site and familiarize yourself with the layout. Second, read through the entire course syllabus. You should have received a copy of this in your email, and you can also find it posted on the course site. Third, complete the syllabus and orientation quiz in the orientation section in Canvas. Completing this quiz is worth 5 points towards your grade. Fourth, review the to-do list for week 1 of the course. And finally, mark your calendar for your in-person class meetings. The dates for your meetings can be found on the syllabus in Canvas and are also indicated on your class schedule in your OUE portal. Classes will meet in rooms 518-520 in Brunick's Hall. That wraps up the online orientation. If you have any questions that were not addressed in this orientation, please contact CAPE at 612-624-3076 or email your instructor directly. We look forward to seeing you in class soon.